Yo, we are back with another video, another reaction to my boy Daniel. Um, this is interesting. We're reacting to I accidentally came during a job interview. How the how does that happen, bro? How does that happen? How does that happen? Tell me, please.
Hi, everybody. I had a job interview today, and I came in my pants during the interview. I have struggled my entire life with ADHD and anxiety and bipolar disorder, and I've spent so long trying to figure out how to manage my symptoms so that I can actually be a normal person on a day to day basis. And it seems like everything I do doesn't work. I was addicted to Xanax for so long and it ruined my life. And
Bruh.
it just felt like everything I did somehow made it worse. And now the one thing that I thought worked clearly doesn't. Um, Basically, I figured out at a very young age that if I was anxious and I was insecure, then the way that in the moment I could sort of calm myself down and make myself focus and make myself more confident was to make myself horny, basically. So,
Bro.
you know, thinking about something sexy to the point where I would get
What?
physically aroused. So I would, like get a chubby or that sort of
Who told him to do this? His therapist? Bro. What?
insecure. Then the way that in the moment I could sort of calm myself down and make myself focus and make my if I that I thought worked clearly doesn't. Um, Basically, I figured out at a very young age that if I was anxious and I was
Of
insecure,
course he came up with
then
this shit, bro.
the way that in the moment I could
Bruh.
sort of calm myself down and make myself focus and make myself more confident was to make myself horny,
How does
basically. So,
bro, how does that calm you down and make you
thinking
feel
about
better?
something sexy to the point where I would get physically aroused. So
During
I
a job
would chubby
interview, you
or
numbnut.
that sort of stuff.
Bro.
And most of the time it went fine. It would actually work really well um, because what it does is it sort of makes it's sort of like a natural medication, because when you get horny, the chemicals that your brain releases are, you have dopamine and adrenaline and those sorts of things, and that's very similar to the medications that you would actually take for
Bruh.
anxiety or ADHD or that sort of stuff. So I figured I was just going to do that and it would be fine. But I got to the interview and I started having a panic attack as usual in my car. And um, I pulled out my phone and I started looking at porn and whacking it, basically. Because that really helps when I have a panic attack. It helps me. And
Would that not
I
be
guess I guess that was
distracting?
my first mistake. I sort of got a head start before I went in, you know. Um, so so I go in um, and it starts off okay. The reception is very nice. I'm waiting for the guy to come out who's going to interview me, and I sort of start preparing my fantasy that I'm going to focus on through the interview. So it's for me usually that's
What?
stuff like cucking and pet. Well, I don't I don't need to get into it, but you know what I mean. Everybody has
Yeah.
sort of their little things that they like. All right. Sorry, I'm a mess. I just have been crying all
Bro.
day.
This guy
It
needs
happened this morning.
help, fam.
Um. So, uh, so the guy comes out and I have to kind of, because I don't want to stand up and then have a, boing thing happen. So I stand up and I say hello. I shake his hand, blah blah, and it starts going well. We make small talk and we go into the interview room, and it starts fine. But then the first thing that happened that sort of made it go worse was that on the website they advertised the position as being fully remote, but then in the interview he said that actually I had to come in 3 times a week still, and I started to get. Normally, I probably would have just said, okay, whatever. But this, I really didn't want to come in because, like I said, I have debilitating anxiety and social crap. So I looked for a remote position on purpose so that I would be able to be easier for me to work. So I wanted to confront him about this. And because my anxiety was getting worse and increasing, I had to sort of make my I had to get more aroused because it's like if that goes up, then this has to go up, right?
Bro, this makes no sense what he's saying, bro.
I was thinking more about my fantasy, and then also I was there was a desk there, so I started kind of working myself. You know what I mean? I know that when I'm explaining it right now.
Hold up a minute. So this guy's saying, bro, okay, let's just get this out here. He's in an interview. Alive? He's in an interview. The guy's talking and whatever. He's like thinking in his head, oh shit, my anxiety. Let me just. Yeah? Bro, if I was the man interviewing him, I would have been looking down like. Sir, are you okay? What? I'm gonna go. I'm checking out. You didn't get the position. Bye. Like, how'd the interview even still continue at this point, bro? Yo, that's crazy.
It sounds bad, but
you think?
You have to understand
sweating,
that
man.
Most of the time nobody would find out, right? And you also have to understand how difficult it is. I don't think most of you know how difficult it is to have anxiety and panic disorder and ADHD and probably autism. I don't even know. I have tons of stuff.
Definitely something else wrong, bro, to think of that.
It's debilitating. So I try to do anything I can to feel better.
That's the last thing you should have thought of doing, bro. You're in public. Can't you go to jail for that? Like, bro, you're in public, bro. Like, wouldn't that even make you more anxious? Like, you're literally, like, people are seeing what's going on. That should make you more anxious. Like, they know that you're some kind of weirdo at this point, bro. Like, oh my God. Bro. Bro, I don't even know what's worse. That the guy interviewing him was a guy? Like, or that, bro, like, what would be worse if it was a girl or if it was a guy? It was like, oh shit, like, now you're just a weirdo. Like, who knows, it was probably an old man or something. Oh my God, but if it was a girl, bro, that's a case right there. That's a case, yo. Like, that, you should not be doing that, bro. He couldn't have done this for real.
In a capitalist system, I do anything and anything to survive in capitalism. So yeah, I was under the table, yeah. And he says, so I asked him, so you advertise the position online as being a remote position, but now you're saying that it's not. And he said, well, I don't know what we said online. Sometimes that stuff isn't accurate. So I said, whatever. And I moved on because now I'm not even sure I want this job anymore. But maybe, that's the type of thing where maybe we can figure it out later. And then he asked me about my last job, which obviously I got fired from if you watch my recent videos. So,
Maybe we have to
so
watch that.
I
Yeah.
was trying to figure out a way that I got really nervous trying to figure out a way that I could say what happened, but also not, if he, if he called my old boss and asked what happened, I didn't want to have lied, but also I want to explain it in a way that it doesn't sound that bad and seems, reasonable, and hopefully makes him not want to call the people. So
It was definitely bad then.
I think at this point, I don't know. I mean, I sort of was not aware exactly of. I was trying to kind of keep myself under control, but I was also I felt myself all of a sudden, it kind of snuck up on me. I felt myself kind of all of a sudden go over the point of no return, right? And so I felt it happen, and I was kind of like, and I tried to have a coughing fit, because you can try to act like nothing's happening, but on a certain level, something's gonna happen. So I'm trying to go like,
bro. At this point, there was no point even trying to cough up and try to act like what wasn't going on, because the man definitely knew. Like you said, he was doing things under the table. You don't think he didn't see your hands doing something, bro? Like, bro, yo, wow.
And I must not have done a very good job, I guess, because afterwards he looked at me very strangely and he was like, is everything okay? And then I just kind of broke down and I said, no, it's not. It's not okay. Because
oh my God.
I know that it's not your fault, but nothing in my life is going right at all. And it feels like everything I do to try to make it better just makes it worse and ruins my life more. So no, it's not okay. And at this point, I knew that the interview was over and we were past the point of no return, and I started crying.
Oh my God.
And I stood up I said, you know what, we talked a little bit for a formality, but then eventually I said, okay, all right, that's, and I stood up, and there's a big, it was obvious what happened. I don't know what else I need to say. And I shook his hand because I didn't know what else to do. What am I supposed to do? I just shook his hand and I ran out so that before the receptionist could see me or anybody else in the office, but I'm sure they all saw me. And I just kept waiting in my car and cried all day. So that's my story. That's just the latest thing that's happened to me that has been totally horrible.
Bruh, but like he did this to himself, bro.
I just hope one day my life gets good. Because I can't do this anymore.
Not if you're doing stupid shit like that, bro. Bruh.
I can't.
Like, why? Why, bro? Why? That's crazy. That's crazy. That was the dumbest thing to ever do. Like, what? Definitely something's wrong to be thinking that was the solution. I don't know why that was working for him, but that should not have been, bruh. I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to talk to me, whatever, comment. We can talk. We can have some conversations and whatever. If you want to join the family, you're new here, join the family, sub, the gang, and we out.